Hi, we're going to do a workout that's going to be focused on doing lateral work. So a lot on the right side and the same thing on the left side instead of everything together at once. We are going to start with footwork, 100, short spine, just to warm up the body. And then we're going to pretty much do everything just one-sided. Okay, so we're going to start. You need to make sure you have a ball and a magic circle. I'm going to start with footwork. So I'm going to do 2 reds and 2 blues. Can you choose your weight for footwork? Head rest up, lay down onto your back. All right, Pilates stance. Take an inhale, open up the chest, abs in, extend your legs, exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Extend and bend. Keep going. You don't want to go too slow. We're using this to warm the body up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, adding on. Extend out, inhale, lower the heels, lift the heels, exhale, bend. Inhale out, lower and lift, exhale, bend. Inhale, lower the heels, lift the heels, bend. Inhale, lower, lift, and 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 bend. 1 more time. Lower, lift, turn your heels parallel, slow your heels down, quick calf stretch. And then bend your knees, come back in. Bring the arches of your feet onto the foot bar. Feet are squeezed together, toes are curled over. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 more, 12. Good. Bring your heels up onto the foot bar. Flex your feet back. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, push out. Exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Heels out to the corners, knees out wide, toes out wide. Inhale, extend, squeeze the inner thighs, exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 more, 12. Bring your toes on, parallel and hip distance, extend your legs out. Let's go for a run, but start slow. I like to start slow to stretch out my calves and to work through all the muscles and bones in my feet. And then we can pick it up a little bit and run and switch, 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 switch. Keep going. Abs in, shoulders open, neck relaxed, just breathing. Switch, 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 switch. And then lower one heel down, just hold. You can cross that other leg on top, pull under the foot bar, flex the toes back. You control how much stretch you get. And then switch. So I'm putting my right foot on, lowering that heel down. Left leg crosses over my right. Left toes pull up onto the foot bar. Flex those toes back and stretch. And then both feet on, bend your knees, come in. Good. Come up. Change your springs to 2 red springs. Lay down onto your back. Grab onto your straps. Have a little bit of space away from the shoulder blocks. Legs are in tabletop, arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're just going to curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up. And lower down. Curl. And up. Curl. So it's not just reaching down with the arms, you're reaching down and towards the foot bar. So you're feeling your lats pull down your back to reach towards the foot bar. One more like this. Then we're going to go into the 100. Inhale, extend the legs, hold, and pump the arms. 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway done. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knees. Lift your arms up. Relax your head. I like to put my hands onto the pegs and then take a twist. Trying to keep the elbow and shoulder down. And then twist the opposite direction. Good. And then put those straps down. I lied. Put your headrest down. Put your feet into the straps. I'm going to do short straps for short spine massage, so I get a little extra stretch. Okay. A little bit of space away from the shoulder blocks. Inhale, extend your legs long. Exhale, start to lift up and back. Control the close. Inhale, you bend your knees. Exhale, keep your heels where they're at, and lower your bottom down. Get that stretch in your hamstrings. Then pull your heels towards your bottom. Inhale, extend. Exhale, start to lift your hips up right away. So you have the C curve, and you're controlling it over. Inhale, bend. Exhale, keep the heels where they're at, and slowly lower down, trying to straighten through your legs. Get your tailbone heavy, and then pull your heels into your bottom. Again, inhale. Exhale, up and back. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you lower down. Pull your heels into your bottom. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, up and back. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you lower down. And heels in towards your bottom. And last time, inhale. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lowering your bottom down. And heels in towards your bottom. Now just extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Parallel legs, grab onto the ropes and pull down. I'm trying to not lift my hips up. So I'm trying to keep my tailbone down and then just get a stretch, big stretch in your hamstrings, back of your legs. Breathe. And then bend your knees. Take the straps off your feet and put them down onto the straps. All right, that was our warm up. Now we're gonna do right and left side for almost everything this rest of the class. So I'm gonna use the ball as a pillow. I'm on 2 reds right now. I'm gonna add on a blue spring. Okay, lay down onto your side for side lying footwork. Okay, so I want my hips all the way to the back edge. And then I'm gonna put my left foot towards the front, parallel onto the foot bar, and extend that bottom leg through. I'm flexing through that foot and lifting up slightly. Bottom hand is onto the peg. Top hand can either be on the shoulder block or in front of your ribs, arms pulled in. You're gonna push from your glute and your hamstring, the backs of your legs. Push, and then resist it back in. Push, and resist. So even though you're lying on your side, you're still pulling in through the abs, lengthening through your body, feeling the lift on that bottom leg for the inner thighs, and feeling the glutes and the hamstrings to push this leg out. And push. And out. And 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Adding on. As you push out, pull that bottom knee into your chest and then reach it through the foot bar. And reach and pull. Pull it in using your abs. Pull it in and reach. Pull it in and reach. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Hold. Extend this leg in front of you and you're just going to do a little lift. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend that knee, reach it through, bend the top leg. Now bring the heel forward just a little bit and then turn the toe and knee up to the ceiling. Make sure your hips don't fall backwards, right? Imagine there's a wall right behind your hips. Bottom leg stays lifted. Push out, squeeze inner thighs together and resist it in. and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and last one, 10. Bend, keep that bottom leg extended. Now lift and lower, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push out just to bend your bottom leg and come back in. Very nice. Come up. We're gonna do one red spring. Take the other springs off. Lay down onto your back again. Okay. So you have options here. Easy version, keep your legs bent like this the whole time. Medium version, keep this leg extended on top of the foot bar. Hard version, which is what I'm going to go for, and I may regret it. One leg is through and lifted, other leg is on top, and you're holding here. So you're going to bring your arm so it's already shoulder height, and you're going to bring down and raise it up just shoulder height. And again, down and up and down and up. So my legs are just staying still, but you'll see just by holding it, it's a lot of work. And then my lats, my arms, my triceps are working to pull that strap down towards my hip and up and down and up and down and up. Good. 3 more. And 2. 1 more you're going to hold. Palm facing back. Arm reaches forward just towards your forehead and back down. Okay, so you're just bringing your arm no higher than your shoulder height. Reach and back to your hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. You're going to hold your arm back towards your thigh. Now glue your elbow in and bend your elbow and push. And 2, 3. Feel your obliques working like crazy as well. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. 1 more, and 10. Bend your knees, come back in, lift the arm back up. Woo, nice. We're going to keep in the same position, but now I'm going to put the long strap onto my left foot, so the top foot. I'm going to extend that leg long. I'm going to hold, again, making sure my hips are stacked, stomach's in, little space on my underside. Hand can go in front of your rib cage or onto the shoulder block. Your choice. Bend that knee in front of you, 90 degrees. The rope should not be hitting my shin. I have my heel forward, and then squeeze your glute and push. Bend and push. Leg stays parallel to the floor and push. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10. Keep the legs straight, kick that leg forward, keep your hips back, lengthen through your hamstrings, and exhale, squeeze back. Inhale. I like to put my hand on my hamstring and my glute and really feel the muscle activate. Inhale and exhale, squeeze. Inhale and exhale, squeeze. Sometimes it's nice to put your hand on your hip. Make sure your hip stays long. So I'm kind of pulling away from my armpit this way. Inhale. Good. And reach. Inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale and bring it back. Now we're going to do a big rond de jambe, so a big circle. You're going to kick forward. You're going to lift up. You're going to turn out slightly, just barely behind you because you don't want the rope to hit your face. And again, forward, up, and just barely behind you. Forward, up, and around. Forward, up, and around. 1 more in this direction. Forward, up, and around. And I'm going to reverse just barely behind me, forward, and bring it back. Slightly behind me, up, rotating the hip socket and forward. Around. 2 more. 1 more. Bring your foot back towards the foot bar, toes slightly down, flexing through my foot, and draw small circles here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the toe up to the ceiling. You're going to kick up and then down. So even though I'm kicking up to the ceiling, my leg is still slightly in front of me, so my hips don't rock back. They're still stacked, one on top of the other. Up and down. Keeping my hand on my hip to make sure my hip stays long as my leg lifts up. 5 more. And reach. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bend your knee, take that strap off. Very nice. And go ahead and put that strap down. Come up to a seated position. Let's stretch out your hip. So I'm sitting, the leg that I was using was my left leg, flex through my foot. I'm sitting up tall. I'm even using my hands to lengthen through my spine a little bit. And then I'm just kind of hinging forward. So it doesn't look like much of a stretch, but I feel a huge stretch in my hip. So I shouldn't just be crunching forward like this. Lengthen, stick your butt back, and stretch. And then cross the other leg. Let's stretch out the other hip. Bottom hip was being activated just by stabilizing. So the second side is going to burn a little bit quicker. All right. Starting from the beginning on the other side, we're going to do 2 reds, 1 blue spring. Okay, lay down onto your left side. Using that ball as a pillow. My hips are towards the back. Good. My right toes are towards the front of the foot bar, parallel, and bottom leg is extended, flexed, and lifted. Right hand is onto the shoulder block. Go ahead and just push out, squeeze from your glute and your hamstring, and bend it back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now adding the bottom leg, pulling into your chest. 1, and reach through. 2. Oh, my leggings are squeaky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. 10. Hold here. Extend your left leg forward. Flex your left foot and lift and lower for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and bring it back to that starting position. Bring your heel forward just a little bit and lift your toe and knee up to the ceiling. Keep your hips stacked. Bottom leg stays lifted and push out. Squeeze the thighs together and bend. Inhale and bend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep that top leg bent, bottom leg lifts and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push out just to bend that bottom knee and then bring everything in. Come up to seated position again. Okay, switching back to that 1 red spring. Lay down onto your side. All right, remember 3 options. Easy version, hips towards the back, both knees bent. Medium version, just the top leg lifted. Hard version, both legs extended, feet flexed, hand is into the long strap. Start with your arm just straight up from your shoulder. You're gonna bring it down towards your thigh and then lift it back up. So already I feel my obliques working like crazy. My inner thigh, my outer hip, and reach down. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Make sure you're not bringing your arm up past your shoulder. Last one, 10. Hold down, palms facing backwards. You reach forward towards your forehead. Again, just shoulder height and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arm back and hold it back. Bend and straighten your elbow for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Bend your knees and bring that strap forward. Whew. Nice. Keep those hips back. Put your top leg, my right leg, into the long strap. Extend your leg and hold. Make sure your hips are stacked. Little space on that underside. Good. You put your hands, hip, rib cage, or shoulder block. Bend your knee. Squeeze from your glute and your hamstring and push. Bend your knee. Rope is in front of your shin and push. And push. Again. And 5. Inhale, bend. 6, push. Inhale, and 7. Inhale, and 8. Inhale, and 9. One more. 10. Keep the legs straight. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Turn it into big grand ranajam. So big circle. Forward, up, and just slightly behind you. Make sure that rope doesn't hit your face. And inhale, up, and just ever so slightly behind you. Inhale, exhale, up and around. Inhale, exhale, up and around. Keep those hips stacked. Don't let your hips rock back. 1 more in this direction. Reverse, just ever so slightly behind you. Up and forward. Inhale, up and forward. Again. 2 more. With control the whole time. Control, back, up, forward, and hold it back towards the foot bar. Toes slightly down, flex through the foot. Small circles here. 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the toe knee up to the ceiling. Kick straight up. Inhale and exhale. Put your hand on your hip. Make sure your hip doesn't come up into your armpit. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. 10. Bend your knee. Take that strap off your foot. Put it down onto the peg. And let's come up for another hip stretch. Again, feet are just resting onto the floor. Cross your right leg, the leg you were just using. Flex through that foot. Again, I kind of like to give myself a little lift with my hands. And then I'm just hinging forward. I feel a huge stretch in my hips, even though it doesn't look like I'm doing much. Breathe. And then let's stretch out the other hip. One more time. Again, a little lift with your hands and stretch it forward. Keeping your spine flat. Shoulders down, neck relaxed. All right, let's do a little bit of stretching. Move the ball off to the side. We'll stay on this one red spring, stay in this direction. We're gonna go into mermaid. So left shin is up on the shoulder block, right leg is in front, right hand slightly in front of my shoulder, left arm out. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're gonna push out and stretch. Inhale, bring it in. Hold on to that front shoulder block. Lift up and over. Again, inhale. Exhale, stretch. Inhale as you come in. Exhale, lift up to go over. One more time, inhale. Exhale, stretch, hold. You're gonna rotate. I'm gonna keep my right hand where it's at and put my left hand on the corner. I'm gonna really push through my right arm and get a pull in my left arm. So I should feel a big stretch in my left lat. Now I'll put my left hand down, open the right arm out, square off my shoulders, abs in, bend your elbows, and push. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. One more. Now keep the arms straight, pull the shoulders down, arch it up. I'm pushing with my right, pulling with my left, and then push it back. Arch it up, push to the right, pull with the left, and push it back. One more time. And push it back. Slide your right hand towards your left, left arm up by your ear, come all the way up, and then right arm all the way up and over. Okay, we're going to do a similar exercise to mermaid. It's Cleopatra. So now I'm going to stack both feet on top of each other here. Right hand is going to push out slightly. Okay, left hand holds on to the reformer edge here. So from here, I'm going to push out and think like I'm laying down on my side. I'm looking over my left shoulder. And then as I come in, I'm trying to look over my right shoulder. I feel a big stretch through my right side. I'm looking up towards my right now. So I look to the left. And then look to your right and pull. And you're trying to bring the carriage all the way in. Might not come all the way in. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. It's my new favorite stretch. And then bring it in. Okay. Turn yourself around. Let's start with mermaid on the other side. So now your right shin is up on the shoulder block. Left foot is in front. Left arm a little in front of your shoulder block. In front of your shoulder. Right arm out. Take an inhale. Exhale. Push down and stretch. Inhale as you come in. Hold on to that front shoulder block. Lift up to go over. Again, inhale. Exhale, stretch it over. Inhale as you come in. And then lift up to go over. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. Rotate. Now I'm keeping my left hand where it's at. I'm pushing from my left and pulling with my right. Feel a big stretch into my right lat. Now I put my right hand down into that corner, left arm out, square up your shoulders, abs in, bend your elbows and push. So in this position, I'm still pulling in through my abs. I'm feeling that length and that stretch. Arms stay straight. Arch it up. Inhale. Exhale, push it back. So I'm pushing with my left, pulling with my right, and then push it back. Pushing with my left, pulling with my right, and push it back. Slide your left hand towards your right, right arm by your ear. Come all the way up. On one more stretch, lift up to go over. Now we're going to go into Cleopatra. So stack your legs. Okay. Left hand pushes out slightly. Right hand holds onto the edge of the reformer. As I push out, I'm looking over my right shoulder. And then exhale over my left shoulder as I'm trying to pull the carriage in. Don't let this shoulder come up into your ear. And again, look over your right. And then look over your left and pull everything in. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Pull it in. Very nice. All right. You have two options. You can come up onto your knees for kneeling arms, or you can sit down crisscross applesauce. Okay. Cross-legged. I'm going to do that version today. So look at which leg you have in front. So I have my right leg in front. I'm going to switch to a blue spring. Take off that red. My red is heavy. If you want to go red, go for it. I'm going to put my hand into my long strap. Other arm goes behind you, open up through the shoulders. I'm gonna open up through that elbow and then come back in. Keep your wrists strong. There should be no bend in towards that wrist. Open. So I'm thinking elbow, forearm, elbow, forearm, and then forearm, elbow, elbow, forearm, forearm, elbow. No wrist involved. And out. Bring it back in. And out. Bring it back in. And out. Bring it back in. 2 more. Out. Bring it back in. 1 more. Bring it back in. Bring your right hand into that short strap, left hand behind, open up through the chest, elbow stays in, lift your arm up, inhale, and exhale back down. So there's not too much movement in the carriage, but you want to keep that arm close to your body, imagining there's a wall right next to you, and then back in. You're pulling in through the abs, and back in. Again, and down. So I'm keeping that resistance in towards my body as I lift my arm up and as I bring it back down and lift up and down. Last time, up and down. Good. Back to the long strap. I'm leaning my forearm, my elbow, and my wrist onto the shoulder blocks. Elbows high, palm is away from you. I'm looking down towards the floor. Keep my gaze that direction. I'm going to push and then bring my hand towards my forehead. So my elbow stays where it's at, and then back of your hand comes to your forehead. And back. And push. 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 And back. Last one. And back. Good. Come back up. Grab onto the rope with your left hand. Pull your your right elbow in towards your side. I'm going to keep my palm up this time, and I'm just going to pull it across my belly button and open. My left hand just resting onto my knee. So I'm pulling it across my belly button and open it out. Really trying to open up through the shoulders, even though I'm closing my arms. So I don't want this to happen with my shoulder. I'm keeping that shoulder back. Pull it across. I'm still using my abs to sit up tall. Pull it across and resist it out. Pull it across, resist it out. Pull it across, resist it out. 2 more. Cross, out, and 1 more, and out. Left hand goes into the long strap. Again, I'm trying to keep my palm up. Okay, my hand is onto my knee, and I'm going to open the other direction. My elbow stays in and resist it back in. This one's much harder than the other version, and resist it back in. Again, I'm really thinking of opening, rotating through that shoulder. And again, open. And resist it back in. Keep that palm up. Wrist does not break. And open. And resist it back in. And open. And resist it back in. Open. And resist it back in. Last time, open. And resist it back in. Take both hands into that short loop. Arms not all the way straight, but almost straight. Now I'm going to imagine I'm shining a light onto my chest. I'm not pulling from my arms. I'm going to rotate through my torso. So I'm keeping that light shining onto my chest the whole time I rotate. So I'm rotating from above my hips, from my belly button. Imagining I'm wringing myself out. Exhale. Now lengthen your spine, grow taller. Exhale, pull across. So my gaze follows my hands. And lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. So it's your abs doing the work, not the arms. The arms are just kind of a placeholder. And pull. And pull. Again, pull. 2 more, pull. 1 more, pull. Good. Put that strap down. Again, look at which leg you have in front. I have my right leg in front. I'm going to rotate around to the other side and switch. Left leg now goes in front. We're going to do the whole series on the other side. So now my right hand grabs onto the long strap. Left arm is out. Open up through the chest. Start with my elbow, my forearm, and my elbow. Again, elbow and forearm, forearm, and elbow. Again, 3, and 4. Exhale, 5. Keep pulling in through the stomach. 6, and 7, 8. 2 more. 9. And last one, 10. Put your left hand into the short loop, right hand behind your back. Keep that elbow and forearm in towards your body. Inhale to lift up. Exhale back down. I'm always pulling that strap in towards the midline of my body. So constant pressure in. Try to not let that elbow escape you. And back in. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Put your right hand into the long strap, wrist, elbow down onto that shoulder block, elbow high, get a big stretch to your side, look down to the floor, and then push your arm away from you, back of your palm concerts your forehead. Push, and then back. Push, and back. Pull that left shoulder out of your ear. And 5. Halfway there. 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. 1 more. And come up. Left hand comes up onto the rope. Again, I'm going to keep the palm up this time. Pull the elbow in towards your side. Right hand onto your knee. Keep the palm up as I pull it across my belly button and resist it out. Don't just let it pull you out. Exhale. Inhale, rotate it out. And exhale. And out. This is 4. And 5. Keep sitting up tall. Shoulders open. 6. And 7. Not breaking your wrist. 8. 9. And 10. Right hand grabs onto the long strap. Again, palm is up, left hand onto my knee. Keeping my right elbow glued into my side. Palm up. Reach out and then resist it back in. And pull out. Again, this is not easy. And open. Really imagine, visualize that shoulder opening up in the socket. Rotating open. And 5 more. Palm stays up. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Both hands into the short loop. Again, not all the way straight, but almost. Abs in. And then rotate. Grow taller, lengthen as you rotate back. Exhale. Gaze follows your hands. Not pulling with your arms. Rotating with your abs. And twist. Bring everything out. And back. And 5. Grow taller as you rotate back. 6. And grow taller. And 7. Grow taller. And 8. Grow taller. And 9. Grow taller. 1 more. 10. And back. Good. Put that strap down. Very nice. Coming up, we're going to switch your foot bar back down. And I'm going to put on 1 red spring and take off the blue. I'm going to grab onto my ball and I'm going to stand up onto my platform. Put the other foot onto the edge. Make sure your toes are in line. Ball goes behind your back to really be able to open up through your chest here. You're going to find that squat. Make sure the back of your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. And you're just going to push out with that right leg and resist it back in. Skaters, push out and in. So I'm using that ball to just help open up my chest and my shoulders. I'm not moving from my left leg. So my left leg stays exactly where it's at. 3 more here. 2 more. 1 more. Now I'm going to keep my right leg bent, push out from my left, and then resist it back in. Push out from my left and resist it back in. Push, resist. And 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Now you're gonna do one with the right, one with the left. One with the right, bring it back in. One with the left, bring it back in. The right, and in. The left, and in. This can be a little bit of a brain teaser when you first start doing it. And the left, the right, the left. One more on each leg, right and left. Bring it in, stand it up. Okay, so I just want to bring my left foot forward a little bit so it's in line with the shoulder block. My goal is to have my leg all the way to the shoulder block. If that's too much, bring your foot in a little bit. Bring the ball in front of you. Inhale, I'm going to open my leg out as wide as I feel good. Just reach your arms in front of you. And then exhale, squeeze and pull the ball back down to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in. 5 more. And 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Squeeze it all the way in. And bend into that standing leg. Shimmy the leg on the reformer. You can either step off, or if you have a nice big platform like me, you can carefully turn around. Right foot is on the platform, left foot's on the edge. Bring that ball behind your back. Open up the shoulders and the chest. Find your squat, back of your neck long. Push out with that left leg and resist it back in. Push and in. Push and in. Push and in. Got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your left leg bent, push out with the right. 10, resist it back in. 9, abs stay in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 with the left, push, bring it in. 1 with the right, push, bring it in. Keep the chest and shoulders open, out and right. Left, right, left, right, left, last one, right. Bring it in. Stand all the way up. Again, just center is fine. The goal is to bring your leg all the way to the shoulder block. Hands onto the ball in front of your hips. Inhale, you're going to open those legs out. Exhale, bring it back in. As I'm opening the legs out, my arms come in front of my chest and then squeeze back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 5 more. These ones are hard for me. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And bring it in. Bend through that right leg. Woo, those are hard. Shimmy that left foot in. And you can step off behind you. Good. Put that ball off for now. All right. I got to walk around my reformer. You're going to grab onto your box. We're going to put it on a short box. So your head rest should still be down. If you're tall like me, goes over the shoulder blocks in front of the pegs. If you're short, put it in front of the shoulder blocks. Make sure you reach down and grab onto your strap. Mine's on the outside here. A lot of people have their straps on the inside by the springs. And let's throw on all the springs so it doesn't move. Okay. Now, I also want to grab onto my magic circle because we'll be using that in a little bit. Just have it nearby. Okay. All right. Sticking to my side theme, we're going to do side overs. So I have my left foot into that strap. My right leg is bent up onto the box. And I'm really going parallel with my foot and my left hip. And I should feel secure and very parallel, my hips stacked with that left leg. Put your right hand down onto the headrest. Put your left hand behind your head, abs in, right hand behind. You're going to lower down and exhale, lift. My leg doesn't drop. I only come up as high as that leg stays lifted. That's 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9. Hold up on 10. Little pulses up. 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down onto the floor. Whew. Keep that side stretch. All right, we're gonna do a little back exercise here. If you have a sensitive back, just do side overs one more time. If you wanna join me for a little bit of love handle work, come rotate yourself. So one hand is onto each side of the railing. Abs are in, your arms are gonna open into a T. I'm gonna lower down and lift. 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then put your hands on the railing. The more you reach your hands away from you, drop your head down, the better stretch you get. Keep that left foot really hooked into your strap. Put your right hand down onto the floor or the shoulder block or the headrest. Left arm by your ear and cartwheel to come up. Woo! Switch. Other side. So right foot is in the strap. Left leg is bent. Okay. You want to make sure that your right leg is really parallel, and I'm kind of hook my foot into the strap. If you can see, it's kind of wrapped into it, and I'm pulling through that strap. Long spine. Right hand behind your head, left hand to meet it. You're gonna lower down, exhale, lift. Just as high as that leg stays lifted. And 3, and 4, down and up. 5, 6, keep those elbows wide. 7, 8, 9, stay up for 10, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, right arm stretches over. Enjoy that breather. I don't give many. All right, either do one more set of side overs or join me for the love handle exercise. Rotate your shoulders, abs in, open your arms out into your T. I'm gonna lift up for 10 and down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your arms away from you. Whoo, that burns. Burns so good. Take your stretch. And breathe. Put your left hand down onto the floor or the headrest. Right arm up by your ear. And cartwheel your arms, come all the way up. Ah, very nice. So we're keeping the box on short box. Let's see, what did I just do? Which side did I just do? All right, coming onto your box. We're now going to do a little bit of nice stretches. We're going to grab onto the magic circle for tree. You want to be on the front edge of your box. I'm going to put my right foot into the magic circle. Left leg is in the strap. I'm tall, so it's okay that my left leg is bent. Sit up tall. Take an inhale. Actually, you're going to extend your leg. Don't shrink down with the spine and bend it back in. And again, extend and bend. One more time, extend. Now you can kind of straighten through your arms. Find that round curve. You're going to rock this whole thing back. Good, you can open up the head and the chest. Now tuck your chin to your chest. Scoop the belly as you come forward and sit up tall. And again, round through the spine. Rock it back. Open up the chest. Scoop the belly, and you can keep your leg up a little higher and sit up tall. One more time. Round, all the way back. Arch it open. Chin to your chest. And then come up. Sit up tall, flex through the foot, and point. Flex and point. Flex and hold. Left hand stays onto the circle. Twist, looking back towards that right hand. You can reach back in towards the well. And come up, underhand grip with that right hand. Hold on to the handle with the left on the box. Open that leg out to the side and arch it back. And then leg back up. Use that to help you come up. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Right foot into that strap, left foot into the circle, knees into your chest. Sit up nice and tall and extend that leg up. And bend. Shoulders stay down. Extend and bend. Extend and hold. This first one, you're going to straighten through those arms. Find that round curve. Rock the whole thing back. You're going to open up the chest and the shoulders. Tuck your chin to your chest. Come forward and sit up tall. And this time I'm going to bend my elbows a little bit round. Scooping the belly. Open up an arch. Round through the spine. My elbows are bent a little bit. Come forward and try and keep my leg up a little higher. And sit up tall. One more time around. Bring that whole thing back. Arch it open. Scoop through the belly. Come all the way up. Sit up tall. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex and hold. Keep the right hand into the circle. Twist. Look back towards your left arm. I'll just bring this whole thing down, reaching into the well. And come up. Left hand onto the circle, underhand grip. Right hand holds onto that handle on the box. Open that leg out to the side. Arch it back. And then use your abs. Come back up. Very nice. All right, magic circle to the side. Come all the way up. Box goes away. All right, foot bar up. We're nearing the end. As always, I like to end with frogs and leg circles for dessert. So let's bring your headrest up. 2 red springs. I'm going to do no ball under the hips, but the ball is there if you want to put the ball under your hips. Your choice. Lay down onto your back. Grab onto your straps and put your feet into the long straps. Both feet into the long straps. All right. Arms long by your sides, chest open. Make sure you're even on the reformer. Inhale as you bend your knees. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Now actively push your heels into each other. So you have to create even more resistance for yourself. Inhale and exhale. Don't let the ropes just pull you back in. You're resisting as you bend. Resist the bend and push. Resist the bend and push. Resist and push. Bend and push. Bend and push. One more time, bend and push. Peter Pan, bend your left leg, open the right leg out to the side and squeeze back to straight legs. Bend and squeeze. Bend and squeeze. Bend and squeeze. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it here. You're going to go parallel with the legs. We're going to do 5 circles parallel, 5 turned out, and then same thing the other direction. So parallel legs, you're going to lift up, open just a little wider than reformer, and circle around. Really being aware that your legs stay parallel the whole time. Inhale up, keep your hips down as you lift your legs up and around. So no hula hooping through the hips as you circle those legs. 2 more like this. 1 more parallel. I'll keep going the same direction, just turn those toes out, lift up and circle around. And again, lift up and circle around. Now I'm slightly hyperextending those knees. So as I close my legs, I want those heels to touch. So that's why my knees bend slightly. Make sure I get that full connection through my inner thighs. And 1 more. Lift your legs up, turn parallel and down. Parallel legs around and down. Parallel around. Down and around. 2 more with parallel legs. 1 more parallel legs. Right here, heels touch. Turn it out and around. Turn it out and around. That's 2. This is 3. My legs are tired. I don't know about you. This is 4. This is 1 more. And 5. Good. Bring your legs down parallel. Okay, so you're going to go out with the toes, in with the toes, out with the toes, in, and then we're going to reverse. Okay, so for now, your toes go out, toes go in, toes go out, toes go in, toes go out, toes go in. 2 more. Toes out, toes in. 1 more. Toes out, toes in. Now heels out, heels in, heels out, heels in, heels out. Ooh, my legs are shaking. In, out, in. 1 more. Out and in, and bend your knees. Woo! Almost gonna do that last one. Take your butterfly stretch. Good. You can either pull those straps towards you like this, or you can let your feet hang. Let the ropes hold your feet up. Both feel good. Okay, if your feet are hanging, lift them up, and then open your right leg out to the side. I like to hold onto that rope, kind of pull up towards my ear a bit. Bring that leg back in. Open that left leg out to the side. And bring that leg back in. And then pull slightly onto those ropes so you can rotate your right ig down and around without hurting your knee. And then let the ropes pull you up. I'm pushing up with my right hand a little bit, squeezing through my right butt cheek. Get a little extra stretch in that right hip flexor and that right quad. And then again, I pull those straps away from me a little bit to rotate to the other side. Then let the straps stretch. Using my left hand to give myself a little extra stretch. Squeeze through your left butt cheek a little more. And breathe. Good. And then go ahead and unravel yourself. Take those straps off your feet. Put them down onto the pegs. Reach down for your magic circle. Let's stretch. Left foot, ball of your foot is onto the foot bar. Right leg is in the magic circle. Push everything out. Lower that left heel down. Bend your right knee into your chest. Now imagine you can keep your knee exactly where it's at, and then you just extend from there. And again, bend. And then extend. Try not to move your knee. And 1 more time. And extend. And then just hold, just stretch. So I'm not only thinking of bringing my foot towards my face, I'm thinking of sticking my butt back into the mat. So I get a full stretch, length through my hamstring. Hold on to the circle with your left hand, right arm comes down. Maybe sickle your foot a little bit and bring the leg across your body. I T-band stretch. If you don't feel stretch, pull it up towards your left ear a bit more. Unsickle your foot. Underhand grip with your right hand. Open that leg out to the side. Pull it up towards your ear. Make sure your left hip is not falling over to the right. I like to squeeze my right butt cheek, kind of like a shelf, to keep my hips steady here. And then bring my leg back up to center and bend both knees. Okay. Right ball of your foot is onto the foot bar. Left foot into the circle. Extend everything out. Lower that right heel down. Bend your left knee into your chest. Imagine you can keep your knee here and then you extend from there. Oh, my left leg's not quite as flexible today. And extend. And bend. And extend. You're just going to hold here. Again, I'm thinking foot towards face and butt down towards mat. And breathe. Visualizing the length in your hamstring. Enjoying that stretch of your calf on the right side. Sickle your foot a little bit. Right hand onto the circle. Left arm down. Bring that leg across your body. Maybe up towards your right ear a little bit. And then unsickle your foot. Underhand grip with your left hand. Open that leg out to the side, up towards your ear. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Use it as a shelf. Make sure your right hip is staying steady. Abs are still in. Bring that leg back up to center. And then bend both your knees. Come back in. Right, magic circle off to the side. Let's come off to the right side first. Take off our red spring, so just one red spring. We'll finish with our lunge stretch. Right foot forward, left foot onto the shoulder block. And shoulders down, abs in. Take your stretch. And left arm up and stretch it over. Bring it in, straighten through that front leg, flex that foot, and you can put your outside hand down onto the wood. Split stretch. Bring it in. All right, walk around to the other side. Right foot's on the shoulder block, left leg is in front, shoulders down, abs in. Find your lunge. Bring your right arm up and slightly over to your left. I'm even thinking of reaching my pinky finger down towards the floor and look up to the ceiling. And then bring it in, straighten through that front leg. You can put your outside hand down and split stretch. Bring it in. And we're gonna do one last stretch and then we'll be all done. Parallel legs, standing close to your reformer. Lift your arms up. Exhale, round it down. You're gonna push all the way out. You really need to lean your weight into that spring. Find that nice arch, stick your butt out to the back. Bend your knees slightly if you need to. And then round it back in. Shoulders come down your back and push it out. Exhale as you round it back in. Last time, inhale. Exhale, round it back in. Bend your knees, round it up, shoulders back. All right, I hope you enjoyed that and got a good workout. Follow and subscribe for more. Peace.